Hello, Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3 on the ArchieLuxury channel. And today I want to talk Rolex. Rolex, fuckers, Rolex, please. And remember, like, subscribe, and tell your fuckhead friends. Remember, I do paid reviews, $20 US, as well as fridge space for hire. Fridge space, fuckers. And I also do birthday greetings. I do any greeting you want. You flick me a few bucks, I'll ring your friend, I'll tell him, hey, it's Archie here. I'll do anything for money, because I don't do shit for free. Now, fuckers. I wanted to ask the eternal question. Is the Rolex Explorer II really a dog? And it's interesting, I've seen so many hang-on channels to Archie. All these little micro watch channels, they all out there spruiking advice, which is good. Hey, get out there, get a video, get a camera, get a tripod at least, please. Please, some of these guys, they film it on a stick. Please, if you're going to start filming shit, get a tripod. Very, very good piece of kit. Anyhow, one thing I've noticed is they all talk about affordable Rolexes, and they talk about, hey, get a model that's not so, hot. And it's very interesting because old 44-year-old middle-aged man, fat boy, me, I've been around the block a bit, see? And I can really remember, the late 90s where things were a completely different scene. 36 mil wasn't a big sin. It was acceptable. There was only one president, 36 mil. There was only one Datejust, 36 mil. 36 mil was a perfectly acceptable size. So it's quite funny looking back now. The big dilemma is if you buy an Explorer 1, 36 mil, is it big enough, etc., etc., etc. And one thing that comes up is the Explorer II. Quick wristwatch check, Rolex Explorer II. And I gotta tell you, I love my Explorer II. And it's funny, I was watching another channel where he was saying, hey, pick a model, it's a bargain. There's a Rolex Explorer II I really want, a GMT. And it was so expensive, so I went for the Rolex Explorer II as a come down, and I'm thinking, fuck, man, what the fuck is coming out of your mouth? And there's a bit of truth there, the Explorer II is great, bang per buck, amazing bang per buck. But that doesn't mean the Explorer II is a dog. No, quite the contrary. And I gotta tell you the truth there. I really think you've got to go back in time and remember. I remember when the GMT was the dog. That's right. And I remember when an Explorer II, Steel Explorer II, was almost the same price, give or take a bee's dick, as a steel date Submariner. That's right. And it's kind of funny, the models that are complete dogs take off in time. And many years ago, I got my first Rolex, my Explorer 1, a 1016, 1016, the vintage one, the last of the plastic, L serial number, 1016 Explorer 1, it's 36 mil. I remember showing it to my friend, he goes, it doesn't even have a big crown. He was poking fun at it, saying I should have got a Datejust or anything, even an Air King. I can see why you got a discount on that one. And it just always puts you down. And the Explorer 1 became so collectible. Funny that, isn't it? And he was laughing about the plastic glass on a sports watch. Yeah, very funny that one now, wasn't it? So collectible. Plastic, And this is the whole thing. You gotta realize people are fucking morons, okay? Don't follow the sheeple. And Rolex models that have been very, very popular don't necessarily retain the most value. The dogs of the Rolex range often turn out to come back very popular. Remember the Milgauss? Yes, see, that was never very popular. In fact, I had a friend many years ago who said his first Rolex was a Milgauss with the rotating sub bezel on it. That's right. Paid next to nothing for it. It was a shitter. Oh, worth thousands. Very, very rare reference indeed today. So you look at what was popular at the time. In the 70s, the Datejust were very popular. Sure, they've held their own, but it's those sports dogs which became very valuable. The Explorer one, well, it probably wasn't that popular. It was never that super popular. But man, that had such a surge along. So when people are saying the Explorer II is sort of a come down or a put down, just remember there was a time when it was highly desirable. Highly, highly desirable. And you've got to understand this. Highly desirable indeed. And it's quite funny there. It's quite funny because the worm turns. One thing in life is it's no certainties, fuckers. No certainties. And maybe the Explorer II could be the bargain buy. I'll tell you the truth there. I remember in the late 90s, I'd sold my 1016, got a President, and I thought, you know, what's a good sports watch? What do I really, really want? Steel sub's okay, but no. GMT, nah, I don't like that bezel. I like the steel bezel of Explorer II. So it's quite funny. You look at it. Nowadays, people put the Explorer II down. They say, oh, what a bargain it is. Well, I can remember when it was a fucking hot watch. And I kind of love the fact that it's not hot now. It's sort of, it's a Rolex. Yeah, it's a Rolex. But, you know, it's the GMTs are more popular. The subs are more popular. I love the Explorer II. I don't want anything to be popular because people are fucking morons. Sheeple are fucking fools. That's what they are. They are fucking fools. And that's just the way it goes. People are morons. So when you hear the Explorer II being put down, I can remember a time when it was the hot one. And what's to say? Tastes don't change in the future. I'm Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3. Tell me what you miserable, nasty, foul-mouthed, vicious fuckers think of that. Nice one, Archie. Great vid.
We specialize here in pre-owned Rolex watches. Rolex watch is a very special timepiece, and we always do the servicing exactly as factory specifications. We buy a pre-owned piece and we put it into brand new condition. We have Rolex certified technicians working on that. We completely disassemble the piece. We adjust and polish and change every single part of the watch.
You have to have certified watchmakers that know what they're doing. If you have an expensive car, you're just not going to bring it to any mechanic that doesn't know what they're doing.
You spend $5,000, it's like if you put money in the safe deposit box. And 1 or 2 years from now, you will keep having your $5,000. We have to spend a lot of money to get all this equipment together, but makes me feel I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's not a question of money, it's my passion.
Jewelers on time, simply the best.